I just heard like a minute ago, right before I started this video, my neighbor like turned on the sink or something, and I just hear like water running through the walls, and then like right at that moment, I got this frequency in my ear, I got this ring in my ear, and it was like really intense. And it was just right when they turned the sync thing on, and then they turned it off synced with like what I was doing on my phone. And don't sync. And then this heater knob clicked when I walked over here and stopped next to it. And I still got the ringing in my ear a little bit right now. Like it's still like lingering from when that happened. I see a white SUV. Is he gonna see it? I also see a plane flying right in front of me. My water heater's turning on right now. And the white SUV is parking. Like he pulled up and he stopped and then he backed up when I like opened my blinds. And there was a plane flying directly in front of me when I opened my blinds. And now he's like curving around. He's gonna fly like to the side of me now. And something might sink when he does. I don't know. That's crazy. Crazy shit, man. I don't know if they got out. I think they got out with Whitey. I'm not sure if they did or not. I think they did. They walked away. But I didn't see him walk away. Oh, maybe it's this guy that's walking up. Is that the Whitey guy? Or a different guy? I think I hear the plane again. Is he gonna come back? Yep. I don't think there's been any sirens today that I remember. I don't think there has. Has there? I don't know. I don't remember any sirens today. I think there was a train horn today. Yeah, there was a train horn. I remember my neighbor's been talking through the walls a bunch of times today on his phone again. And people walking by in the hall a bunch of times. But I don't think there's been any sirens today. So, not yet anyway. There's a truck taking off. He's like parked in front of the intersection. He's taking off right as a car drives through the intersection behind him. comes the sync parade. I see a bunch of clowns in the sync parade. Oh, I see another plane, or maybe it's the same plane again. I don't know. I think it might be the same plane again. He circled around me. He's flying in front of me again. He flew this way, and then he's flying around this way now. He's flying in front of me again. I don't know. Maybe it's a different plane. Is he synced? Doesn't. What's that? Doesn't. I heard him again. I don't know what the fuck's going on out there. I just keep expecting him to fly right over my head one day. All of a sudden, so I keep doing that. Don't say. I see a lot of syncmobiles outside. It's Saturday night, so it's always lit on a Saturday night. Syncmobiles everywhere. And sync people walking around. And sync people with their children walking around. Lots of sync children on the weekends. Every weekend. Yep. I saw all these whiteys outside, and then I saw a white Domino's car with the whiteys, and a bunch of other syncmobiles, and then I see more syncmobiles, and then more of them, and then more of them, and then more of them, and then more of them. I see a bunch of whiteys right now. The whitey heads. Yep. I see a bunch of syncs happening right now. I see movies out the window. Just sync mobiles on the streets right now, on multiple different streets. Synced. A bunch of sync mobiles. Multiple syncs. Alright, now there's no syncs right now for like 10 seconds. Oh, here's a car. He's gonna sync, right? Yep, he's synced. And then it's gonna start a chain reaction of syncs. Right? The second car synced with the AC thing outside my apartment, turning off, and then there's nothing, and then there's a car, and then he syncs with another car, and then they're gonna sync with each other at the intersection as another car syncs. Sync. So they're synced, and the frequencies in my ears are always synced. Like I think it was yesterday or this morning or whatever. There's somebody walking by in the hallway and there's frequency in my ear at the same time. And then tonight, like I said, my neighbors synced frequency. The frequency sequences with the sequence of the freaks with frequency syncs. What? Whatever you're doing, radiate my brains or whatever. You need to sync for new frequencies. They always do the syncs. And then when they made my nose bleed, it was synced. And like, when they make me sneeze, it's synced. And like, shit like that. They just like the sync. They just love the sync. If a cop hits me with a baton or shoots me or makes a dog bite me or something, they're gonna do it synced probably on me, on a target. They're probably gonna do it synced. They're gonna throw me in the police car and slam the door synced. And put the handcuffs on synced and shit. I don't know. I don't know if they do or not, but probably because they just love the sync. They probably eat donuts synced. They just sit in the police station, break room, and they just eat donuts synced with each other, eating a donut. Just take a bite of the donut, sync with each other, and then they sync all over each other. They sync. They sync all in each other's sinkholes. So yeah, a lot of the time, when there's a frequency, it's something else is happening, synced with it. it's like somebody walking by in the hallway, like I said, or like one night I was walking by a cop car that was just like that was just parked in a parking lot, and right when I walked by the cop car, I got frequency in my ear. And then there was another time where I was just like sitting in a park and this car just like pulls up in the parking lot, sits there. And then like after I walk by the car, I get a frequency in my ear. So yeah. My refrigerator is turned on synced with this car coming and parking in the parking lot. And a bunch of other cars synced on the street constantly. And then there was this other car that was in the background a minute ago that was synced with the cars on the street. And it just like turns around in the background or whatever. And like went away somewhere. I don't know where he went. And they just sync. I don't see them right now for like 15 seconds or something. Where are they? Are they about to sync? There's a car, he's driving out with another car at the same time as the AC outside my apartment turns on, and then there's a bunch of other cars synced with them, and it's chain reaction syncs. There they are. And the sync burst, a disgusting sync. The sync heads. I see a bunch of sync heads right now driving around sync like a sync. Like a sinkhole. Sync. Tard. So, here comes a car that's gonna drive by me right now. Is it gonna be a white SUV or something? It's a white truck. And it looked like all these cars drove out synced when he drove by me. And then he's stopping in front of the intersection and these cars are meeting each other at it, and then he's backing up and then he's gonna park synced. As another car is driving through the intersection. And he's opening his door as another car is driving behind his truck, and then it's syncing in the white SUV, and then he's honking his white truck. Honk honk. And then there's a bunch of other cars on the street synced, and then he's walking up synced out of the white truck, and then he's gonna walk up, go in the door synced to the building, or maybe not. But he's synced though. Right when he opens the door, there's this white SUV driving out on the street. And then there's another white SUV synced with it, and then there's a bunch of other cars synced, and then, oh, someone's coming out of the building now. Is it that guy again? Who is it? Is it a sink head? Where did he go? Don't sink. So, yeah, I don't know where the cops are at today. I ain't seen a single cop today, I think, all day. And then I don't know where the ambulances and the siren and the fire truck siren are at. And they'll be back. Or no, I did see one cop today, I think, out my apartment window. But I think that's it though. The white truck is still turned on, so I think it's the white truck guy that came back out maybe. But I don't know where he went. He's hiding somewhere. Oh, there's another car taking off. Maybe it's that guy that came out. And then there's this other car that's like parked in the background. It's just like pointed right at me. Like way in the background. That other car that took off drove by me, and it looks synced with another car on the street. And then there's other cars on the street that look synced to each other. And then they look synced to each other again. And then when's he gonna come back out to the whitey truck? Is it gonna be a synced moment? The hero on my wall clicked. Did it sync? Is it time to sync? Let me check my clock. Oh, yep, it's sync o'clock again. It's always sync o'clock. I see the syncs. They're right on time. It's sync o'clock. They're synced with each other robotically. Where's the whitey truck operator? Is he putting a red shirt on inside or something? Like, what do these people be doing, man? Like, what is this guy doing? Like, is he actually coming over here for something? Or is he just, like, pulling up and then walking in the building and then just, like, bullshitting, just, like, talking to people in there or whatever? And then just, like, coming back out and then driving off synced just to sync? Like, all just to sync? Or is he like actually doing something? Like, is he actually coming over here for something? Like, I just wonder what they be doing. What's the whitey truck guy doing? This whitey truck is just sitting here with the lights on. Anyway, I see a bunch of other cars synced on the street meanwhile. And then a bunch of cars in the background synced too. Synced with the cars on the street. And the shadows in the background in the distance. Like, I just keep seeing that right now. Bunch of cars on the street and a bunch of cars in the background synced with them. On the streets, I should say. Ta-da! Bunch of sinks. The whitey truck's still sitting there though. So who knows? Is the plane gonna come back? What's gonna happen next? There's some people walking up as the car is turning behind them, and it looks like they're walking up sync. Walking up to a white truck, and he's opening the door right as the car is driving behind the white truck. And then he's getting into the driver's side right as the other car is driving behind the white truck. And the passenger side door was slamming at the same time that he opened the door. Oh, I think I hear a plane coming. Is he gonna sink? Don't sink. Anyway, the whitey truck took off sync. The second whitey truck. The first one's still sitting there with his lights on. And still hasn't came back out yet. So, I don't know. I'm getting kind of bored. I'm not gonna sit here and wait to see what the whitey truck does. I'm getting kind of bored with it, so I'm gonna close the blinds. They're just always syncing things with my dreams every night. I don't remember my dreams most of the time. Like I don't remember what I was dreaming about this morning, right before I woke up. But it's like something kept happening like in my dream. I forget what, but like every time it would happen, like they would sync with my dream. Like every time like I come to like some conclusion in my dream or whatever, it's like they're syncing with it. Like they're syncing sound effects in real life with my dreams. Like a siren starting outside or whatever. And they do it like all the time to sync up with my dreams. Every night. And like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and like right after I wake up Just whatever. I hear tapping, or I'll hear a siren, or I'll hear coughing, or I'll hear whatever. Oh, and then I was just sitting in here today, and there's somebody just like slamming a car door outside a bunch of times, synced, or like whatever they were doing. They're like loading a car or something, or slamming a bunch of car doors synced. And it's whatever. They sync things. Trucks beeping, and it's whatever. It's really slamming sound outside, and like people talking at the same time. I don't know if it was a car door slamming or something, and then like a car started right after it. But it sounds like it's a sync thing happening again. Oh yeah, I recorded that video this morning and I forgot to upload. I gotta upload that one. So right now it's quiet, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna be quiet 2 minutes from now. Who knows? It might be quiet for 2 minutes from now. I don't know. But yeah, when I went to the library today, you could hear on the video, like I went in, and then when I turned, like when I turned toward the window, like when I walked into that part, do you hear the engine sound? He's farting out there. When I walk like in that like middle part of the library, like all the time I'll hear kids screaming sync right there. Like it's like a ritual. Like I've heard that like at that place like a bunch of times. And there's like a toddler or something who's like screaming sync right there or whatever. You can hear it on video. And then there was like a baby or whatever, and then like I saw this lady walk by me with a baby. It was like right after I walked in the DVD aisle and like stopped, and I think it was the one that I heard synced. And she walked by me synced, and then there was a bunch of other children synced today. Just like every other weekend, there's a bunch of children synced. And then, oh yeah, and then there was that kid that ran by me. Like, I turned my camera around, he was like behind me. I was like this. You can see him behind me. He ran out, synced in front of me. And he's like this little toddler, and he's like smiling at me. Like, I'll just always see like little toddlers, and they're just like smiling, and it's just like a fun game for them. They're just like to sync on me. But like he was like ran out, synced on me, and like I don't know where his parents were. I don't know if they were like around the corner somewhere, but it seemed like he was just by himself, just running around the library by himself. And he was like 2 feet tall. It's like, what the fuck? Yep, and there was a bunch of other children synced in the library, and then when I came out of the library, there was a bunch of children synced outside, and yep. And beeping sound in the grocery store. Both videos I did today. Didn't I go there twice today? I think. Anyway, every time I go in there, the beeping sound is synced, and you can hear it. And it's like beep, and it's like beep, 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 beep. And it's always synced. Like the phone's always ringing synced in there. It doesn't ring all the time, but sometimes it'll ring, and it always rings synced. And then a lot of times when I go places, people will be like ignoring me, like they act like they don't see me. Like they'll be like busy doing something, and they'll act like they don't see me standing there, like waiting for them or whatever. And like, but they're synchronizing on me though. They're doing sync things, and they're like walking around doing syncs, but they're just like, and like I can see in their eyes too, they're like trying to avoid looking at me. Like you can tell by like like the look in their eyes, like you can tell, like I can tell. But like they're just like walking around sync though, and just like acting like they don't see me standing there, and then they're like, oh hi. just do a bunch of stupid shit and the dude gets synced. The heater on my wall just clicked and it synced. So I don't hear my neighbor right now, but I got a feeling he's gonna start talking synced again in a second. Like right when I end the video or something, I'm gonna hear him and he's gonna start having a phone conversation right at that moment or something. Or somebody's gonna slam the door in the hallway or a car outside is gonna be like honk honk or something. Who knows? Somebody knows, but I don't know. So, see y'all later on the Walking Up Sync show. Don't be walking up sync, don't sync, and see y'all later.